a dollar van in Flatbush.
Oh man. So listen, I got into it with $1 first. Like I got from the van and he said something to me. I couldn't understand it. Like, yo, where you going, man? I'm like, huh? I'm like, yo, I got it. Money took off, drove wild. I was like, oh shit, yo, check me out. I'm like, yo, dollar van, word.
Dollar van. All right. Tell me something about Kings Plaza Mall.
Oh man, Kings Plaza back in the day. Another spot. I mean, they used to have the movie theater in Kings Plaza.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. They had to close it down.
The movie theater. Another jump off spot, a spot you go, depending on what day it was, what holiday, go out there, get fly, look fly. But once again, another spot where if you wasn't on your toes, you could get it.
You can't get it. All right. Tell me something about Church Avenue.
Oh, well, Church, that was like, I remember just especially for the yard shit, like I just remember being activity on Church right there, just a bunch of activity. I remember it was a gambling spot upstairs, and one of them, because my man them took me, they took me to the spot up there one time.
Still active.
You know, then I remember one time I was talking to a chick. She went to what's the school over there? Erasmus. She went to E Hall, where some shit almost jumped off when I was fucking with her. So I remember Church Ave, they had a bunch of food spots. And there was some smoke over there. I remember being smoked out on Church Ave.
Oh yeah, it's always some weed up on Church Avenue, man. You can find weed anywhere on the Ave. At Church Avenue, like we had Steel on here a while back, and Steel said Church Avenue is like an expressway. That shit run from like 17th all the way to the 90s.
Oh yeah, all the way down to the 90s. Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That shit is like, I mean, it runs longer, but that stretch from the 17th to the 90s is crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Tell me about the food. Tell me like where you like to eat when you see eating Flatbush. What kind of West Indian spot do you used to like?
McBean's and Peppers and just like it was a lot of spots like my man used to take me to that I didn't even really know the name of. Then what was even better is when I could go to somebody's crib when like their peoples are making or something like that. And I just remember like where I was living at, it was a house in front, and then my peoples, they owned the house in the back, and that was the house I was in, where they would cook all the time, you know, and like when it was time for like the Parkway and the festival, they would cook in the backyard. And that shit was lovely, son. Like all the restaurants, like I can't even remember. I just remember from being Smokey going to McBean's and a lot of the other spots, like a lot of the spots I can't even remember the full name of. I don't even want to say it. I can't remember the name.
I mean, but like so since you being Flatbush, like I said, you have Haitian, Jamaican, Guyanese, Trini, and which food you prefer more? Which food you like the most? Which West Indian dish you like the best?
Well,
stew chicken, jerk chicken, curry gold, I like the ackee and sausage. What you like the most? What you like?
I like the stewed chicken. I like the fish, the brown stewed fish.
Okay.
But then like I went to my man took me to a couple of the Haitian spots where I remember I had this big pot of soup. Then I had some chicken because I remember the way the Haitian people make the chicken fried chicken was different from how.
Okay, yeah, they do.
It was a different type of how they made it, and I was digging on that too. My man Scripps, he took me to a Haitian spot, definitely.
Okay, that's what's up. I mean, I'll be honest with you, I really never indulged into like Haitian food. I mean, I ate the fried goat.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Never tried the black rice.
Okay.
I always heard, kind of, not be able to be funny or nothing, but growing up, it just that I never tried it. But I tried to go. But what I learned over the years, it seems that Haitian people have like the best fresh food, like how Dominicans and Spanish people serve.
Yeah.
They serve their food looking so fresh. You know what I mean? So I always salute that for that. And matter of fact, we might have my girl Erica Kane on here. Not Erica Kane. My girl Erica, she does cooking. And she's Haitian, and she's gonna make some black rice and Cajun stuff. So y'all can probably check out. She's gonna cook on our live, cook live food right on our live for the Corona, so everybody can know.
And my iTown spot when I used to walk down, when I used to walk down Nostrand to the junction, it's an iTown spot right across the street from the barber shop. What's the name? Oh,
you talking about on Nostrand between Glenwood and Farragut?
Yeah.
On your right hand side.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, X. Those is my stomping grounds, but I lost one of my good friends. I know a lot of people up here. We lost my man Kerwin on that block. They killed him. and it's kind of hard for me to go on that
I
block
hear you. Certain
anymore.
blocks in
You know what I'm
uptown in the
saying?
Bronx, it's
That's
kind of
my
hard for
block.
me
You
to
know
go.
what I mean?
I hear you, no question.
You know what I'm saying? But I know the spot you're talking about, right across the street from First Impression. So anybody wants some Italian food, go check them out.
Also, like, one thing I've seen about Flatbush, especially amongst the brothers, like, and that hot Caribbean blood, yo, when they can heat up fast on each other. I done seen parking spot disputes turn ugly and cut off and blood that soak your mother. And I'm like, ooh.
It's about to get ugly.
Yes, it can get ugly.
So now, hold on. Tell us that story.
Tell
us that story, what you seen right there. Tell us that story. Tell us that story.
One day, dude was pulling in the spot. Like, I guess dude was trying to back up to come in the spot. But another dude came and pulled in real quick, swiftly pulled in. And it was like, yo, blood, I'll soak your mother. Yo, and next thing I know, yo, they was banging out. I was like, oh, shit, like that. It went from 0 to 100 and literally like 15, 20 seconds, yo.
0 to 1,000.
And I've seen that happen a couple of times. I've been them Dollar Man cut-offs and everything. I was like, ooh, wee. Ocean Parkway, I've seen a couple of times. It jump off in the UCB. Ocean car shit.
Oh, definitely. You bump a nigga car. You look at a nigga wrong. Come on, man. Nigga just spent 30,000 on the car. You can't bump the nigga car like that.
Yeah.
How dare you bump the nigga car like that? Definitely. Hey, boy, I bump my car, you know. Man, I box off your blood clot lip. You know what I'm saying?
I must apologize.
Say that again, X. Say that again, X. You have to what? You have to what? You have
to apologize. I'm saying, oh, my God, he going to make him apologize. That's a good guy. Word.
Oh shit, X, you making me die right now. Word. Oh my God. Oh man. You know I'm about to bounce back off of it. I'm trying to touch so much shit, you got me in a good zone. I remember one time you was on the internet, you was going at Eminem, man. Like or it was your homie.
Yes,
and I know you hold your homie down.
You know,
what was that about?
What they was going through, I guess he was, you know, feel some type of way that he was saying like he was a guest in hip hop and this and that. And you know, it is what it is. And like, I support my brother, but I also knew M too. So, and me and M never got into it. We never had no problems. You know what I'm saying? And my thing is, as long as they was going back and forth and they was talking about it, and it didn't get too crazy, because I was hearing a lot of stuff, a lot of internet stuff, people talk about what they was going to do to the God and this and that. And I was like, yo, listen, you know, we rap. That's what I have to explain to people. Like, we rap and do this, but we was never no suckers. And I have to explain to people, like, I got a lot of people that love me too. Like, they don't give a fuck about rap. They love me. And I tell them to fall back a lot of times. Like, yo, son, fall back. This and that. Back now, son, like, yo, whatever, man. Like, let them know, like, this is Cortland Ave right here, or this is Melrose. That's C-Town. You understand? So, or Now Rule, or this or that, or whatever it is. YTC, Wild Cowboys. And I'll be like, yo, man, like, and once we all connect, that's why I'm like, yo, chill. You know, let it be easy. But as long as they kept it like that, I ain't had no problem with it, man. They do what they do. They grown, man.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. Let me touch another thing with you. I know I've learned that you are a teacher.
Yeah.
You teach kids. You teach, I mean, like, you know, you really a teacher. You be in classes, have lessons. You know what I mean? I remember a while back you was doing it. I know you took a little stop off, and I heard that you was about to do another one overseas or something like that.
Yeah.
Can you talk about it?
Okay, well, see, what it was is a friend of mine, she was a principal at a school, a KIPP school in Crown Heights. The joint right across the street from Albany Projects. So one time she called me, she was like, look, I'm setting up a curriculum. I want to bring a hip hop program in. Do you think that you could do it? And I was like, yeah, okay. You know, I do what I do. And, you know, actually I came into the school and I had to learn for a year. Like, it's different to talk about hip hop, but when you actually got to teach hip hop and make lesson plans and go into it, it's a whole next thing. So literally, like, and this is from being in the guards and from always doing the knowledge of things. I had to really study how to be a teacher. I had to watch teachers. I had to learn how to make lesson plans. I had to learn. I had to get more computer savvy. You know what I'm saying? Okay. To really get where I was. And what I seen in the classroom is, if I'm always talking too much, then the kids, that's too much. You understand? They don't need to see me talking too much. I learned to make it based more on question and answering. Like we'd have days where I let them play their music that
have
they
a
want to
system,
play.
like have a system or something like that.
Like we've done lesson plans on Bobby's murder and all. We did a week on Bobby's murder. You know what I'm saying? Because in my school, 90% of the kids is Caribbean. 90% of them is coming from Flatbush and Crown Heights. So I had to base the curriculum on stuff they did. We've done Jamaican artists. You understand? I let them bring in their music, and I tell them, long as you bring it in and it's edited with no cursing, you know, that's what it is. Because a lot of time I let the little girls, like on Friday, I'll be like, all right, I'm going to let y'all play one of y'all videos. And they'll play one of them Caribbean videos. And they'll start doing all, I'll be like, hey, turn that off. Turn that off. I'll be like, not that one. They'll be like, Mr. Murphy, it's too much. That's just how we dance. I'm like, nah, y'all can't do that in the classroom.
We can't do this in school. We can't do this in school.
Boys get revved up in the classroom. I'll be like, hold on, y'all, hold on.
Well, I say your X is teaching them wrong. X, you teaching them wrong. That's exactly. But I mean, that's a good thing. I don't think a lot of people know that about you, that you're a teacher. You know what I'm saying? And you here trying to educate the youth. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? My youth, everybody youth that's on this page and more. Yeah. So I think people need to know more about that. I think you need to, like, not to say what you need to do, but, you know, let the people know that, yo, I teach the kids. Yeah. I teach the kids.
What sometimes I think used to make some of them white teachers mad, especially with the young boys, I teach them the truth. I'll be like, listen, I've been in the jailhouse. I've been on the island. I said, now you talking, I let them make some rhymes, and I'll be like, you talking that jail shit. I'm like, you ever been to jail? You ever been on the island? You talking this and that? I'm like, yo, son, like, all that ain't gonna happen. Like one of the kids, one day, he came in, he was doing some Crip shit or something, but where he was doing it at was the Bloods. And I was like, listen, B, like, and they was running down on him. Well, I went over there and I talked to them. I said, listen, my little son, he might be a little filleted. Give him a break. And then I told him, listen, don't go over there yelling that because you can't hold that down yet. I said, Granted, you're gonna do what you do, but I told him to give you a pass. The next time you go over there, if you ain't got your peoples with you, it's gonna be a problem, man. I was like, yo, listen, easy.
You kept it 100. You kept it 100.
I said, yo, if gang, listen, I don't discredit that. These young boys, they're gonna do what they do. I just be smart, whatever you do, be smart with it. If you're gonna do that, y'all have some type of co-op or some type of community thing where y'all can earn some money. And I said, you can do what you do on the legal side, but all that shit is shutting down now. Like they hip to that now. Like it ain't when I grew up in the 80s when you have bosses like that and this and that running around. That's slimming down.
This generation, I mean, they thought they twist up fingers, and like how Jadakiss had on his album talked about it. Like these young kids, they big homie is 20 years old. Yeah. They OG is 17. You know what I mean? And I don't understand that shit.
Yeah, I just tell me, be careful. You're gonna do what you do. Like when I was young, I listened to the OGs, but ultimately I did what I was gonna do, and I tried to take some of the jewels that they gave me and live with it. Word up.
That's a fact. All right, so I mean, this